Hey guys, happy Friday. Cool. Um, Sad news, didn't get the job. Didn't get the job. But what's weird is like I can't stop thinking about, for some reason this is reminding me, it's like a deja vu kind of, I guess, of when I was 23, I interviewed for a job, a CSR job, and it was for an organic like farm, and I wanted that job because I was like really about eating clean and stuff back then, blah blah blah. So I applied, I interviewed, and I thought, I think it went well, right? But then I didn't get the job, and I was sad. And I must have said, or they must have said, like, we'll keep your resume on hand and we'll give you a call should like that person not work out or whatever, maybe we need more people. And they did. They did call me back. And I feel like it wasn't that much longer. So I start working for them, and I'm so good at the job. Like I really don't mean to sound like I'm living in a penthouse in my ass. Um, but I cannot stress to you like how good of a worker I am. I'm really, really so well rounded. I'm good with customers. I'm good with coworkers. I'm respectful to bosses and managers. Blah 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 blah. It's when I really am only difficult when people start changing shit around in a way that's obviously to like make the workers mad, which shame on me for buying into what they want. But whatever, either way, especially in the beginning of a job for like at least the first year, again, until management starts fucking off, I'm a very good worker. Great on the phone, great with emails, fast typer, professional, nice, expedient, uh, never hungover, don't do any drug. Like, she's such a good worker. She's such a good worker, but she's kind of scary. This is kind of scary for some people. Just to have your shit together, a little bit of, makeup on, not even, well, I guess, yeah, it's, what is that stuff called? Foundation. Nothing crazy. You can still see my freckles through it. It's like, you just, a girl with a little bit of even skin and a brain in her head is just like red flags, scary, scary, scary. Don't fucking hire her. Um, so yeah, at that job, they called me back, and I um met the woman that got the job instead. And God bless that woman. I really actually did like her. She was a vibe. She was an old lady. Her name was, oh, what was her name? Star, with two R's at the end. Little Southern lady, amazing, but old Southern lady. Okay, slow, not a go getter, blah, 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 blah. Technology, not her thing. So I remember people being like, yeah, she's the one that got the job and not you. Like, they were like, we're sorry. Like, we made a mistake. So I don't know. I'm not saying, obviously, I can't say that that's what's going to happen now. Um, but, for some reason, the universe is making me think of that. I would have never thought of that before. Because, I mean, I've had many interviews in the past 2 months and not gotten the job. And I guess I knew why, though, because, like, the past boss, bitch, ISFJ, piece of shit boss, terrible leader, weak person. ISFJs are just, I don't know, like, I can vibe with them, but they are really weak leaders, and I don't care for a weak leader, especially when they are in a leadership position, in a position of leadership. So anyway, didn't get the job. Am sad, but at the same time, like, it kind of helps. It's fucked up to say, but it kind of helps. Like the day that I found out I didn't get it. Well, actually, no, that's a lie, because I found out yesterday. We've got the LA fires, and the level of carnage out there is mind-boggling. mind boggling. So it kind of helps for some reason watching, how many thousands of homes, or maybe it's just 100, but I think it's probably thousands at this point of, homes where I think the average price of a home in the Palisades, this area that was affected, is like, I want to say $3 or $8 million. So either way, like, I am not against people being successful and stuff like that, but at the same time, the poor little girl in me can't help but like, I love when rich people kind of get their ass handed to them. So anyway, I got my ass handed to me, but on the same day that many people are being burned out of their homes. And so it kind of helps me just accept that, especially when on a rainy day, I'm just like, wow, I'm still awesome. I'm still in a good place. I did try hard. I did try hard, but, it didn't happen. And I don't know. We all know, like, it's not really about how you handle your wins. It's about how you handle your losses. And, to make it clear, like, I am not stoked that a lot of people lost their. I can't believe it. It's like, it's so crazy. Like, we just had Lahaina basically. I mean, it was probably 2 years ago now, but North. It's like there's so many people in this country who are so effed, and it's so fucking crazy. Like, yeah, I really hope that people start waking up, whether it be in this affected areas and otherwise. Like, our governments are fucking insane. They're insane. They do not take care of us. They don't care about us. Like, at my last job, I did work in local government, and it was fucked up. Like, hearing, like, last year, I remember that early in the year, um, the the cashier lady that would come to my job every day, she rolled up in a brand new electric Mustang, and we were all like, "What the hell? Like, why is Becky? That's not her name. Why is Becky in an electric Mustang? Had the county logo and everything on the side." And somebody popped up, and they were like, "Yeah, county actually just bought 13 of those." The county bought 13 electric Mustangs. Like, how fucking tone deaf. If the and it sucks because, like, us as county workers, we know it because we see it. But does the county know? No, the people of the county don't fucking know that. Nobody fucking knows that because everybody's too fucking busy at working and living their life. And it's just such an incredulous thing. Like, what, you bought that? Like, times have been tough since 2020, if not 2000 fucking 8. And you're pulling that shit. Like, local government is the first place everybody should start looking, you know. Don't look at the millionaires. Although, I think you will see some crossover there, because people in government, whether it be, small city, county, whatever state, they make a lot of money, like when they work in the downtown office, right? Like, county workers, some of them, I guess, but anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, you really, everybody needs to start with attainable goals, and that means your city, that means your county, and yeah, your state too, because states are fucking retarded. The state is fucking retarded. Like, I hate my state. Like, the government, the governing people in it. It's very retardo people who want to disarm us. And you bet your ass that the only thing that me and my boyfriend are really stocking up on is ammo. Like, we are not going to be taken advantage of should shit crash. Um, should a natural disaster happen, like, you will not be looting our house. You will not be stealing our cows. Like, Yeah, I need to practice. I need to practice my shot. I'm a good shot though. I am a good shot. I went shooting with the girls a year or two ago, and yeah, she was in the crosshairs. She was right on the X. It was amazing. I was so stuck with myself. But yeah, I don't know. There's nothing else to say. There's at this point, it's like 2025 is not a time to say anything. Like humans are basically like we are telepathic. Like they don't want you to know that, but you are. We are. Um, and unfortunately, there's so many things that are in our immediate and surrounding environment that make us, that dull us out. It's in the food, and I feel like the food is getting even worse. Like the food is getting even worse. Oh my god! Went out to breakfast a couple weekends ago, and it really pissed me off too because it was a local. It was like the smallest family run restaurant in our town, or in one of the surrounding towns. We don't really belong to a town, which is nice. But yeah, it was such fucking trash. We will not be eating breakfast there again. Uh, Very upsetting. Like, and I feel bad, like, because restaurants, like, I feel like ultimately that's what like society comes down to is food. Like that's the one thing that kind of ties a people in a surrounding area together is their love of shared foods. And if we can't even do that right, like what the fuck is there left? There's nothing fucking left. Like we don't live in a touristy area, which thank God. So we have our individual pride amongst us and also our group pride, but we don't have fucking food. Like the best food we have, like in that town specifically, it's all from immigrants. An amazing Thai place. It was voted like best Thai, I feel like last year, like best Thai in the Pacific Northwest. An amazing Indian restaurant that just opened up. They're doing amazing. Um, but and a handful of decent Mexican restaurants, but American food, like we have a chain out here. There's probably like a handful of these of this restaurant, and so it's like a divey kind of thing, and they're the only ones like holding it down. But once they're gone, I mean, once they start slipping, once they start cutting corners on food, like it's over. It's fucking over. Um, but they're already cutting corners on like portions and stuff. Like the last two times my boyfriend and I have gone out, actually always though, we always finish our food. But especially like the last two times we went out for breakfast, we ate our food in like literally like 5 minutes. Like, and yes, boyfriend and I, we can eat. We can eat. Like, for not being like grossly obese people, we're both pretty, high weight proportionate. I think 8 out of 10 people would be like, yeah, I'll switch bodies with her, or I'll switch bodies with him. Like, for guys, it's just, yeah, it's anyway, it doesn't matter. Like this is a time of this year is definitely like there's no fucking around this year. There's no fucking around. Like if you went out this New Year's, you're dumb because you started off the year wrong. This is a year of saving your money. This is a year of doing things right. This is a year of sourcing quality whenever and wherever you can. And more importantly, this is a year of like having good people around you so that if and when shit hits the fan, you have a good like base of people to gather with and figure shit out with. Because what's better than one head, two and four and three and whatever. So I don't know. I just still trying to get a job. I'm still gonna try. But yeah, it's like I'm still keeping myself in the best place possible, which is again to say, like, she's not buying anything. She doesn't need anything. I'm serious. Like, right now, regardless of anything and everything that was aforementioned, like, everyone needs to have like an inventory a known inventory of what they have. Like I'm truly shocked with like, I guess it's not so bad, but I have like 9 chapsticks. Like I'm looking at them right now. I have like 9 fucking chapsticks. What? Why do I need 9 chapsticks? I don't have 9 cars, like because you'd like to have. It would be good to have a chapstick in every car because when you need chapstick, it's dire. But like, why do I have this many coats? Why do I have this many purses? Like, retarded. I don't even want to tell you guys how many black boots I have. One, two, three, four, five. I think I have like 6, 7 probably pairs of just black knee-high boots. I am so done with myself. I'm so done with consuming. Like, I am just creating now. I am, keeping myself healthy, keeping my house clean, and just getting rid of stuff, by using it, by giving it away. Like, it's just, you need clarity, right? You need clarity. You need to feel rich because no matter what, like in this country, for the most part, you still are. Like you still fucking are. Like there are people, most people around the world make like $9 a day. Like they're living on $400 a month, if that, and they're working their ass off. And still they're happy, they're relatively healthy. So just, in comparison to what you have, to what you get access to, um, you really have to make good choices about what you bring into your life. It's like less plastic, less disposable shit, invest in good shit when and where you can, and just, simplify. It's just about simplifying right now because it's such scary times. Like it's such scary times. But in a way, it's like it's the way that it should be because like we should fear nature. We should fear nature. I mean, that said, the disasters that have happened that I mentioned, those are not natural. Like they are not natural. There's nothing natural about seeing cars that where the metal and the glass has melted onto the sidewalk, onto the road, and 3 feet away is a tree that's like charred a little bit, but it's not. If metal is melting, wood should be completely just ash, and that's not the case in Lahaina. That's not the case in the Palisades. And yeah, like this is just the start of it. This is just the start of it because we're getting closer and closer to 2030. They're probably behind on shit they wanted to get done by 2020. Um, so yeah, like there's their list of like I think 30 towns, maybe 50. Can't remember the exact number, but of towns that have been selected to be like basically what's known as a smart city or a 15-minute city. I'm not sure. I think it's smart, but it's basically a 15-minute city by like 2030. So if you live in one of those cities, like you need to pay big attention and probably get the fuck out of there. Like there's no, in a way, I feel like there's no stopping it, but you know, to be aware is going to solve most of the issue because if you're aware, then your friends are aware, then your family's aware, then your coworkers are aware, then the people you go to the store and interact with know. Like it's about just bringing things to the light and making it abundantly clear what's happening because I feel like right now a lot of people are in the dark about what's happening, about who is what and what is where, and what the plan is. And the plan is always isn't always has been to control us as people. You know, from what we're thinking to what we're eating to what we're doing to what we're spending our time and money on. And I think more people need to be aware that, yeah, you're just a farm animal until you decide you're not. And obviously it's arguable if you can ever, not be, nothing but an animal to these people, but at least you can be ungovernable. Like, I don't know. I look back at like my interview that I just had, and I was like, man, what did they not like? What did I say that was wrong? And I remember like I basically said, because they did the whole like, what was like a conflict at your last work, and like how did you handle it, like with customers and stuff. And I remember I said like, working for the government, like sometimes laws would come down suddenly out of nowhere with no heads up, and it was our job to pass the message on to the customers. And like with that, it was very much like, just tell them it's a new law and that's it. Like, the less info the better. And I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, if there's a new law, I will be telling them what House bill it is specifically called, and I will tell them, follow that up with the fact that if they really don't like it, which I totally understand, they can call their local representative and let them know that they are not happy with this new law. And yeah, like looking back, like I'm sure the people that interviewed me were like I just, I think it's important that people know. I give people information, whether I'm serving them IHOP pancakes or not. Like, I don't care what the fuck it is. I will always give the people around me as much fucking information as I fucking have, so that they can make their own personal, you know, thinking process work. And, should it be negative, they can then say something. Like, I don't like to trap people. I don't like to make people feel defenseless, helpless. No, I will always empower people. So anyway, it's retarded. Like, it's retarded. Like, I do scare people. I do scare people. But, efficient people, it's like, what was that? I think it was like in Beethoven. No, it was in Dustin Checks In, where it's something to the effect of like the guy who's um, hunting Dustin the monkey. He's hired by this really 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 rich hotel heiress lady, and the monkey guy shoots something, a trank or something, to try and get Dustin. I don't know. He does something crazy, probably in front of a bunch of very rich people at the hotel. And Jason Alexander's character, kind of like the protagonist, kind of. It's probably his son though. He says something to the effect of like, "God, he's crazy," something like that. And she's like, "I like crazy people. They get shit done." These are not the exact words. It's a kids movie, but that's what she said. It's like, and that is so fucking true. Like, people who are wild, who are crazy, get shit done. And it should be that way, because that is a team behavior. That is a team fucking behavior right there. Like, you can't do things nefariously. That is not okay. That is, I think, the definition of evil, is to be nefarious, to withhold information from your fellow man so that they don't make an informed choice. So anyway, I'm going to continue to be myself, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying to be a normal girl living in society, pulling her weight, blah 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 blah. And I don't know. But you know what? That said, I really hope that crypto takes off. I really hope XRP takes off here soon. Um, because I will be spending the money in a way that is very, very, like, good. It is good. It would be good. It won't be on a fucking Lamborghini or something fucking stupid. Like, I just want for me and my boyfriend, our kingdom, to be free, to be as free as possible. And he helps people and I help people, and it's raining and it's amazing. And it's so weird, like I told you guys in my last video, like I started my period early, and I only talk about my period because I want it to be normalized. I want it to be known that girls go through that and that we should be treated differently from men. But anyway, it came early, and it usually never does. It usually is never late, and it's never early. It's always right at like 30, 31 days. Anyway, but because it oddly came early, I feel like I didn't go through the emotionals, like the emos. And so it's like catching up, because like this past 3, 4 days, like I'll see something and I'm just like the rain right now, if you could see it, it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. It looks like it's snowing, and it's sideways, and it's beautiful. And anyway, I wish that we could send some of that fucking rain down to California. Oh my god, I feel so bad for those people. Like I can't believe it. Like how much abuse has to happen before people are just like, you know what, we're fucking done with our local governments, because from the local level, it is already corrupt. It has already been corrupted by the higher levels. Like I swear to fucking God, if you are on the local fucking board, like, like you really had better start. I'm gonna stop talking right there. Like karma, this is the year of karma. I think this, yeah, 2025 is the year of the snake. Have you ever seen that Ouroboros thing of the snake eating itself? I feel like that's all about karma. And so, like, year of the snake, like, this is going to be a karmic year. I mean, California, I think that's why so many people don't feel bad for Californians right now, because it's like, yeah, you dumb fucking fucks. Like, you fucking deserve that. So it's such a crazy time. I think a lot of us are just going to be like side eyeing a lot this year, because it's like, yeah, you know. So anyway, I hope you all have good karma um, coming at you. You know, if you're, I, I think it's if you're born in the pig year, lay fucking low, because the snake is, this is your enemy year. So bad things happen in the enemy year. And yeah, even snakes too. Like your own year is, it's a very auspicious year. I remember 20, what was it, 2023, 2022, I don't know what it was. I think it was 2022 for me. That was year of the rabbit, my year. And I think that's the year that Lander died. So it was a very, very not cool year for me. Um, so anyway, I don't know. Ultimately though, like if you're a good person, I do feel like, you know, just keep doing your best and good things will happen. But if you're a shit bag, well, you're gonna end up in a shit bag, um, thrown in a hole, and nobody's gonna be sad that you're gone. So that's karma, but you know that's God too. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Take care. Bye.